Hey guys, welcome back to Two Homos, 100 Thoughts. I'm Raciel, coming to you from Chicago.
And I'm Armando, coming to you from Dallas. Alrighty, you guys, so this episode, we're gonna try to make it fun and we're gonna do something different. So me and Raciel are gonna ask each other questions, but those questions are worth a shot. So if I ask him a question that I think he's gonna get wrong, if he gets it wrong, he drinks the shot. If he gets it right, I drink the shot. So that's pretty much the premise of the game, and it's gonna be a New Jersey episode 4 and 5 related.
Yeah, and it's gonna be just like random questions that like random things we see in the episode. It can be about anything, and we're just gonna jump into it. So this episode starts off with like the ladies are still like doing that, talking about that whole stupid prank that they did on Joe, and like the Melissa and Joe of it all. Like, what do you got to say about that? Do you care about that?
Not necessarily, honestly. It was like once it was realized that it was a joke, I was kind of over it.
I know, like seriously, because they made us believe in the trailer and for a couple of weeks that there was going to be some thing there. But I mean, what can we expect from Melissa? Not much.
Right, not much.
All right, so just like Melissa storylines, let's keep it going. So boy, all right, so we'll keep it rolling. So Teresa, she's like starts sharing like all these pictures of this dude that she has a thing for. And do you know his name? I'll make this one of your questions. Do you know his name? What do they call him?
The pool boy.
But what's his first name?
You said what do they call him, and it's the pool.
No. What's his name?
You can't change your
What's his name? No, fine. We both have to take it then.
Fine. Tony, the pool boy.
Damn. Okay, I guess I'll take it. Just so you guys know, I'm not cheating. I have a bottle of tequila.
Yes, don't really know.
And I have no shot glasses, so we're gonna do it out of this little mason jar. I'm not trying to get too blacked out for y'all, so I'll do like a cute little. That's a good shot, right? Oh shit, the camera's red.
Oh my god, I have 2 shot glasses. I have Sasuke and Sakura.
No, my ass has a little mason jar. I couldn't find not even like my little souvenir shot glasses. Like, where'd they go? So, all right, cheers.
Cheers.
To Tony the pool guy.
Enjoy. Ooh, that one burned, didn't
it? It did, but it burned in all the right places, so it's all good.
All the right places, there we go.
I think Teresa should have fucked him already, because not gonna lie, he's fine. He is so fine.
Finer than the guy she's with now, whoever she's showing off on Instagram, like, get you what's wrong with him?
But you can kind of tell that Tony's a little fuckboy. You can tell he gets around. Yeah. I don't know, if I look like shit, I would be fucking everybody if I look like
if we look like that at his age, like
oh my god, hell yeah. And then hell yeah, if I was a chick or whatever, I totally bounce on that.
The tequila.
Y'all see that?
It opened up his throat, y'all, like.
All right, so then how Teresa brings up Jackie again. Teresa just has to keep bringing it up, which I love, because you got to keep the fight going. There has to be a little drama. I don't know, where are you at with this fight? Are you over it, or do you want it to keep going? Like, what's your opinion on it?
I feel like they're dragging it out a lot, and I don't want to hear from it anymore at this point until Teresa and Jackie are at the same table.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like I want them to just come face to face and talk it out and just hash it out, because I'm tired of Teresa talking about it with Jackie not being there, and I'm tired of Jackie like talking. I'm just vice versa, same shit. Mm-hmm. But I just need them to both meet up, do their job, and just hash it out and give us a show.
Right, give us the show and keep it moving. Yes.
Yeah, and then she's saying that if she was there, that she would have drowned her and all this stuff. You know how Teresa is. Like, which, to be honest, I honestly, as annoying as Jackie could be, I honestly wish she did go on this trip with them. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know, I just feel like you need the whole cast there. You need a whole ensemble there for it to work. That's why they're casted. They need to be together. And then Dolores brings up, like a little bit later, she asked Jennifer, she's going to bring up to Melissa about what was brought up to her from Michelle, the realtor. Jennifer has that talk with Melissa, and she tells her, which is the right thing to do instead of gossiping about it. I mean, yeah, she told Dolores, but Dolores is not one to gossip. I feel like Dolores is probably one to give advice, because I feel like out of everyone in this group, she is the more sane one and the more like, she has the most self-awareness.
Here's a shock question for you, Raciel. A shock question. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Bring it.
Okay. So the rumor that you were just discussing about like Michelle, the realtor, discussing about Melissa's husband and her husband. So like just to get further into the rumor, it's alleged that Joey Gorga owes that guy thousands of dollars for charity speaking or God knows what it is.
Grow with Gordon.
Oh my God, that was my freaking question. What was the name of the event? What was the name of the event?
Hey, take that shot.
Well, I did get cheap tequila, so you know.
Oh God. So you know it's gonna hit.
It's gonna hit. It hit a while ago, so. But
okay.
Cheers to Grow with Gorga and owing someone's husband thousands of dollars.
Damn, no line, no chaser.
Line.
Damn. Okay, I'm a punk ass bitch then. So then they're like having dinner at the house, and then Marge reveals that she's writing a book. Do we care about this book?
We don't, honestly. That's what I was thinking. It's like she said someone basically told her it'd be a good idea and it was going to be on a New York Times bestseller list. But it's like, I feel like Teresa
do you think so, though?
at that. But I don't know. I don't think this book is going to make it as big as other housewife books that are out there, to be quite honest.
No, I don't think so either. Like, what's a housewife book that you think is good? If you've read any.
A housewife book. Well, I mean, obviously, like the Teresa cookbooks, you could get some good recipes out of that.
Where she says Caroline is as Italian as the Olive Garden.
The Olive Garden. That's the one. That's the book.
That is the book.
When I have kids in the future, that's gonna be their bedtime story.
Margaret starts talking. Is this where she starts talking about how she like had a boss who was like 20 years older than her when she was like 15 or 16? Mm-hmm. And he was like attracted to her and kind of like, I wouldn't say she slept with him or whatever. And then Jennifer was being kind of judgy, and I didn't really care for that. I don't know. I do feel like Jennifer could be a little too judgmental sometimes, but I think it is because of her religion and her background. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. That's just not a good look. I feel like if you're always preaching about your religion, like, why are you judging? You know what I mean? That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I don't like that because I stand Jennifer, and she just had a bad moment for me there.
Yeah, I mean, I've been liking Jennifer this season, but it makes sense for her to be like that because it's always the most religious people who are very like judgy, you know, like.
It is, and I mean, I see where it comes from because you know how her mom was about her brother being gay, like wouldn't even acknowledge it or
accept it at that.
That was fucked up. Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm glad she called her out on national TV though. I guess Jackie is having like a do-over for Evan for his birthday, which I think is stupid because he did have a good party, you know? Like, they didn't even know Teresa was talking about them until the next day. So I don't really get the point of a whole do-over. I think she could have just had a party. I mean, if she's trying to get everyone together, she could have just had a party and call it a day. I don't know why it has to be Evan's do-over. You know, and then like everyone's getting ready for it, and of course Dolores, I mean, David can't show up, so she's showing up with Frank as usual. Like they just need to, like I say this in every episode, like they just need to get it over and end up together. Like Jackie talks to them and tells them how she didn't really mean anything about the whole Gia thing, but at the same time they let it go so quickly, you know. They could have at least told her like, girl, that wasn't like the smartest analogy, just because Teresa's not the smartest. We know that. Like she didn't have to do that because Teresa's not gonna like listen to an analogy. All she heard was Gia and Coke, and she lost her shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of all I got for episode 4. There really wasn't nothing much. I know it's a little quick, but those were the notes that I took. I just felt like this episode there wasn't much significance to it, you know. It was just like a filler episode in my opinion.
It really was. I mean, like I feel like the highlight of that party was basically Joe Gorga, you know, messing with Evan, like, oh, I thought you were gonna bring the girls, or you know, stuff like that. Like those were pretty funny, especially because you could kind of see that it was getting to Evan, but you know, he kind of brushed it off. And another thing I noticed from that party was Jackie finally like just laughing about it, like, you know, cheers to the strippers or the people at the gym you go to. Like she finally laughed about it, and that's all you could have done, you know. If your husband ain't cheating on you, you just laugh about it and move on. Like
Exactly. I totally agree because if he wasn't cheating on you, I mean, you can just like she was doing good, just make a joke out of it, but at the same time, why keep it rolling? And
Mm-hmm.
I just so starting with episode 5, let's just get to it. So
Mm-hmm.
Melissa and Joe, they show up to their vacation house at the Jersey Shore with their kids for their birthday, and then Joe, of course, always has something misogynistic to say when it comes to his daughter. Like always, like I don't know, does it get on your nerves? It gets on my nerves, but I do love Joe anyway.
It does get on my nerves. Like, it doesn't have to be to that extreme that he takes it to. It could be like, it's not even funny. Like he tries. I want to say he's trying to be funny with it, but it doesn't work. Like he's just not funny to me, and
I think it comes off serious. I think he's serious. Like that's the thing. I think he's that as serious.
he's that serious.
Yes.
I don't know. And I have a shock question.
Okay.
A shock question. Okay. When they were at the shore house at the beginning of that scene, Melissa told Antonia and the kids to go get something from the beach that Joe can make into spaghetti. What was it?
Crab.
Bitch, how did you get that? How did you get that?
I remember because when she said like go get crab so you can make spaghetti, I was like, ugh.
I was like, ugh. I should have not said spaghetti. I should have let spaghetti out the question. And
yeah, if you didn't say spaghetti, I wouldn't have gotten it. But that stood out to me because when she said that, I was like, ugh.
Same. As soon as
because I like crab, but not with spaghetti.
I like crab and spaghetti, just not together. Maybe individually, like in 2 little side plates, but
yeah.
Cheers.
Take that shot, ho.
With Sasuke.
I'm gonna take a sip of my drink, not a shot. Oh yeah, so like Dolores is at home and then David's there and then they start talking again about when she's gonna get a ring from him because supposedly she was gonna get a ring when the house was done, but she's not even living with him, right? That's what's going on.
I think what you mentioned is they were like discussing their plan. He was gonna build a house, she was gonna move in, and then they were gonna get engaged and married, but she never moved in and she still wants the ring, so it's like But Dolores is hot. She deserves it all, honestly.
Dolores is so hot with her new ass and her nice tits, her low waist, and her badass attitude. She's a dime. Like she can get it. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure she can get anyone. Like I don't know why she's wasting her time with Elmer Fudd. I don't know what she's doing. Like, girl, stop. So then Melissa and Joel head to dinner and for one of his friends' birthdays, and that's where Teresa's at, right? So she like toasts to her husband and like says like Melissa's toasting to Joe and like saying how she loves him, and somehow they get into like Teresa being horny all the time and all this stuff. Which do you think Teresa has been getting laid like while she's been like separated and divorced?
Probably not. She would.
I don't think so either.
Like that in front of a camera, honestly. Like, like I feel like
Yeah.
at this point she can't even hold back. Like she just wants her. What did she say? Kiss. She wants her peach kiss. Yeah.
Margaret's at her house and she's talking to her housekeeper drinking game. What is her housekeeper's name?
Wait, what?
What is Margaret's housekeeper's name? This is for a shot.
Well, I'm just gonna drink it because the only housekeeper I know is Marianne Cosby's, and that's it. You tried me, wanting me to know someone's housekeeper, like.
I'm telling you. Oh no. Poor Armando, you're gonna get drunk.
I am. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like, you want to take a baby shot with me?
I'll take one. Hold on. I'll take one. Hold off.
He's gonna take one for the team.
I'll take one just so I can join in on the fun.
Yeah, get you a friend from the South Side.
Okay.
First class ticket to Chi-Town.
Okay. Cheers. To the housekeeper.
To the housekeeper. What's her name, Risnil? Let us know.
Marlene.
That's my shot. It's the AC.
All right, so back to the housekeeper. No, I'm kidding. So
back to Margaret.
So Margaret, her ghostwriter comes over and she starts discussing about things in her life, which I actually appreciated that she shared that because I do relate a little about like how her mom was kind of like a party chick. Not gonna lie, Mark Sr. looks like a baddie. She reminds me of like those in the least disrespectful way possible. Do you watch that 70s show? Because remind you of like those like bimbos on it, like the hot girls on it, like from looking at that picture of the flashback. Like you can tell she smoked weed. You can tell she went to band stock. You can tell she did all that. You can tell she probably slept with a few guys in the band. Like she looked like a baddie. And I mean, it sucks to be raised by someone like that, probably, because like she said, her mom was kind of more like wasn't there as much as she should have been. But I do like that she is sharing her story, as much as I just said before that I don't really care about the book. I mean, I still don't care about the book. I mean, I'm not going to buy it and read it, but I do enjoy hearing her talk about it, you know?
Right. Like, I'm pretty sure it'll make like a People article and we'll read the summary there, but I don't see myself buying that book.
She was talking in this scene. I did notice, because she did say how she got something done to her face, right?
It's noticeable. Like, it did wonders.
It's noticeable. She looks good though.
I think she got like a neck lift or something.
That's exactly what I was thinking. She got like a neck lift or something, but she looks good.
It looks like something is just twisted behind her head and like, you know, like it did the damn thing.
Okay, so the best part of the episode, so Teresa's having her pool party, you know, and I think this is like the first time we see Teresa's backyard, really, of them filming in it. And her backyard's really nice. Because she just got that pool, right?
She did just get that pool, because the season before, that's when we met Tony, the pool guy, and they were like building it. Like, it wasn't there yet, and now it is.
Okay, so drinking game. So Melissa and Joe get to Teresa's pool party, and they said Jackie's not coming, and they said that Jackie said that for Teresa to grab her olive branch and do what?
Stick it up her ass.
Dang. I guess it's my shot.
That's your shot. That's your shot. Time for you.
I don't know, guys. I don't know if the other parts are cut out, but this is like my 4th shot.
4 shots.
I'm done with the bottle.
Ooh, risky out.
So I'm gonna have to get another bottle in a sec.
Is it done, Julio? Tell me you're not about to mix.
Wait, cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, child. Back to Teresa's party. So the guys are talking, and then this is what I love. Joe is already planning on confronting this guy about saying how he owes him money. And this is where I'm like, Joe needs to be a housewife. You know what I mean? He confronts the husband about supposedly saying that he owes him money and all this stuff. And the dude straight up said, like, he never paid him. And Joe confirmed, yeah, he never paid him, but it was never agreed, like, on paper. It was just like, just a note, guys, just always sign a contract so you can get your check. Like, don't ever shake on it.
I think like, that guy, when he mentioned the shake on it, he was implying that Joe told him, like, verbatim told him, like, we don't do contracts around here. Like, we're the old school Italian. We shake hands, and that's how.
I totally agree.
Which I can so see that happening the way Joe Borg is, and he's a talker. He finessed his way to do that. And then at the very end, he's like, well, what contract, what deal did I have with you to give you money?
And I feel at the end of the day, I don't remember his name, Michelle's husband, but I feel like he handled it pretty well, because he said, like, yeah, you agreed to this. And then Joe made it seem like he's benefiting from him, you know? Like, what is he benefiting from? Just pay the guy, you know? And I totally agree with what you said. Like, I'm sure he said, oh, we don't do that here. We just shake hands, you know? And I feel like, and no offense, like, he wasn't scared of Joe. He just, you know, it's like, it was what it was. But I think at the end of the day, that made Joe look more bad than him. And then on the side, I love how Melissa was confronting the wife. I think Michelle was in the wrong at all.
I don't think so either, but she could have handled it better. Like, she could have, it kind of seemed like, I'm pretty sure that was filmed after last year's reunion. I'm pretty sure that girl sat there at home and watched, you know, Melissa and Jennifer go at it at the reunion. So it's like, if I'm going to tell someone that Joe Gorga owes my husband money, it's going to be to me. So it was calculated in that way. I see what you're saying.
Okay, no, you're right, though. You're totally right, because she is hanging out with Teresa. She could have told Teresa, like, hey, like, this is what's my husband saying about your brother. But no,
Teresa seemed empathetic towards her. So I feel like Teresa might have had a little something to do with that also, you know? Like,
okay, I was about to say, I'm like, maybe she did tell Teresa, but probably Teresa's the one who told her, like, hey, like, bring it up on camera. Because, you know, Teresa, at the end of the day, Teresa puts on a show.
She's a producer. You know? She should be.
She really is. Like, Teresa. Out of all housewives, no one has given us what Teresa has. Like, I can say that she's been to jail. bankruptcy, her parents die. You know, like she started off being friends with all those chicks in the beginning. They all turned on her. She handled every single one of them bitches, you know. She
Exactly.
dealt with her cousins and her brother joining the show behind her back. Like she has given us everything. So
And any other
Teresa, at the
woman
end of the
would have
day,
left. She would have like left Housewives. Like yeah.
exactly. And I feel like Teresa is probably like a top tier, the top tier housewife. You know what I mean? This is like probably one of my favorite scenes of the season so far. So they're all like getting lit and, you know, they're rolling out the tequila. They all know that Jennifer is bad with tequila. And okay, Jennifer kept taking shot after shot and she got wasted. And I don't like how the girls were judging her on it, you know? They're like, oh, I think it's like a problem. What? Because, yeah, she's had a few drunk moments, but she has 4 fucking kids, you know? Like, let this bitch drink when she's not around her kids. It's not like she's like drinking all day, every day. Like, she's with her
Exactly.
friends. She's just downing tequila shots because she's with her girlfriend. She's with her husband, you know what I mean? Like, she's not doing anything bad. So I wish they went a little more easy on her because I enjoyed the whole Jennifer of it all and the tequila of it all.
Right. I honestly, in cases like this, I always watch the husband. Because you know when the husband be like, you need to cut out your drinking, you know, that's when you know they have a drinking problem. But when this man is picking her up, putting her in the Ferrari, like not caring, it's like, you know, like you kind of deserved it. You blew off some steam and you needed it.
And what's even funnier is when she was in the car and she's like, I'm so embarrassed right now. I've never heard a housewife ever say that they're embarrassed.
Embarrassed, yes. She was probably like coming out of the drunkenness, realizing what happened, and it was
Yes, and she passed out. And it's like, you know, we've all had those days like where you're the one to pass out at a party. I mean, it happens. It happens. And I mean, I can imagine, especially with having 4 kids. And yeah. And
especially
shit, she wasn't Didi.
and her mom and dad drama. I mean, she has that going on. I mean, it might seem
She
like
does.
easy to some of us, but I mean, like, I'm sure like it stresses her out and it keeps her up at night. So
Yeah, and I'm sure it's
you needed to
I'm
blow
sure it's
off
stressful having like your dad live with you too. You know what I mean? Like she's grown, but at the end of the day, your parents are gonna always treat you like kids. You know, like
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I'm sure she's just going
I would
through.
feel so
I wouldn't say she's going through it, but she just wanted to blow off some steam. So I respect that.
right. That's respectable. I mean, I don't really live for Jennifer, but I don't blame her for getting drunk or trashed or trying to have a good time because we all
I
need
love
it.
how they were all carrying her out, and she's like all there with her arms all back, and then they show a clip of when they carried Bill.
It reminded me of Bill when he was being carried out. It's like these two, like, what are they
They're
gonna
down.
bring her on the reunion, carrying her out? Like, this is their storyline. Like, this is
Okay.
what they do. And
Okay, they're down. I like them as a couple. I really like them.
yeah, they balance each other out because he seems so down to earth for someone as wealthy as he
That's
is.
the end of the Jersey. I feel like episode 5 was pretty good. I enjoyed Teresa's party. I wish Jackie was there, but
Mhm. Jackie, you need to
nope.
do your job. You need to
She
get
needs to do
that
her job. Jackie, do
job.
your job. You signed up to do this. You knew what comes with it. Like people are gonna play